work with the Oregon Farm Bureau.
Happy Earth Day. My name's Jed Hassinger. I'm a farmer in northeastern Oregon, growing field crops. My brother and I are farmed together, and we're fifth generation farmers. The crops we raise here are grass seed. You can see behind me there's a Kentucky bluegrass field. Alfalfa, hay, peppermint, sunflowers, teff grain, wheat. One of the biggest impact conservation measures that we've been doing recently has to do with irrigation water management. And the goal of that really is to grow the best crop possible, but also to use water and energy as efficiently as possible. And so we started out with an incentive program through the NRCS where we use soil moisture probes, and we place those out into the different fields. We'd use, a couple probes every 20 acres or so that we can keep tabs on the soil moisture and really have a nice empirical way of determining when we should turn the water on. And it's proven to be very effective. We probably started this 5 years ago and have continued years after the contract ended, just because it's so beneficial. And the benefits really, we can avoid overwatering, which not only saves water and the energy used to pump it, but also the crop's healthier, and we can save fertilizer that's not being leached down, washed out below the root zone. We farm along a river here, Catherine Creek, in the Grand Ronde Valley, and it's home to Chinook salmon and other endangered fish species. So that's definitely a concern for us.
What's happening now on the farm?
So right now we've just recently started irrigating for the season. And so we've been doing some planting and getting all the irrigation systems up and running. The irrigation water management's been really helpful for that, because we've got our sensors out. We know, it's been a pretty dry April for us. We've had less than 1/4 of an inch of rain so far this month. And, the bluegrass, as you can see, is growing pretty vigorously and pulling quite a bit of water. So it's nice to have, that empirical number. We can see when we've reached our threshold to start watering. So, and another thing we've done recently for the irrigation water management is to install our own weather station here at our shop. And so we're able to model the crop water use based on the weather right here, which is really nice, because previously we'd relied on the Agromet station, which the nearest one to us is across the valley. So the weather's a little bit different there, but we can kind of fine tune things for our irrigation by using our own weather station.
Have these efforts resulted in more water efficiency?
I would say definitely, yeah. It's, there's different methods of managing the water, and before we tried using kind of a checkbook method where you track the crop water use reported by Agromet and just water according to what they say the crops are using. And that when we were doing that method, we were definitely overwatering compared to what we're doing now with our own data, our own soil moisture and weather data.
Who all works on the farm with you?
So it's my brother Seth and I. As I said, we're fifth generation farmers here. Our family farm is probably about 800 acres, and we've got just 2 other employees right now. So it's not too hard for us to social distance and keep the farm running.
How has it impacted your farm and in other ways?
It's been hard for us to get supplies and things like that. I know there are a lot of farms that rely on more labor, and especially coming into the harvest season might be a challenge for them. We're pretty fortunate in the way that our farm's more spread out, and we don't have a lot of labor intensive crops. So it really hasn't been that much of a challenge for us to adapt. We don't really have the need to work that closely with each other. So,
What's something you wished the general public understood more about farmers and ranchers?
oh, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I think there's a lot of information in the media that's a little bit misleading about, you know, how we especially use herbicides and things like that. Like glyphosate, I know has gotten a pretty bad rap, but it's really a pretty good tool for us to help reduce tillage, build soil organic matter. We actually just invested in a new sprayer this year, which uses GPS guidance, and it's got automatic boom shut off, so it's very precise in the way that you can reduce all your overlap, and it just apply in a precise rate and precise area.
What's something you love about working in agriculture?
Probably the thing that I love the most is, well, I love being outside. It's beautiful here, and working on the family farm is really nice, but I really enjoy the variety of different problems you get to work on. So no 2 days are the same, and it's always something new to try to figure out.
Something that we say is that every day is Earth Day for farmers and ranchers. Would you say that's true?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think today we'll do a little more work on last year we started doing some extensions of our riparian buffers along the river, and we've done some plantings and things like that. And I think today, in honor of Earth Day, we'll plant a couple more trees out there.
Perfect. Well, Jed, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for still farming and growing food and other ag products for society.
Yeah, thank you, Anne Marie. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.